It was supposed to be just another ordinary evening in Chicago. Little did I know, fate had something extraordinary planned. A stranger would save my life. But what he revealed about his past shattered everything I thought I knew. Stay tuned because this story will leave you questioning whether forgiveness is truly possible.
My name is Emily, and I live in a quiet suburb of Chicago. That evening, I was walking home from work through an alley shortcut, a decision I'd soon regret. As I passed under a flickering street lamp, I heard footsteps behind me. Before I could react, someone grabbed me from behind and held a knife to my throat. Panic surged through me as I struggled to break free. But then, out of nowhere, a man appeared and tackled my attacker to the ground.
Once the police arrived and took my attacker away, I turned to thank my savior. He introduced himself as Ryan, a tall, muscular man with piercing blue eyes and a calm demeanor. Something about him felt oddly familiar, but I couldn't place it. Over coffee at a nearby diner, we talked briefly before he disappeared into the night. His kindness lingered in my mind, but so did a nagging feeling that I'd met him somewhere before.
Later that night, as I lay in bed replaying the events of the day, memories came flooding back. Memories I'd tried hard to forget. 10 years ago, when I was still in high school, I'd been betrayed by my best friend, Jake. We were inseparable until he spread rumors about me online, ruining my reputation and isolating me from everyone I cared about. Devastated, I cut ties with him completely. Now, staring at Ryan's face in my mind, I realized with growing dread it was Jake. Or rather, who Jake become.
The next morning, I tracked Ryan down at the same diner. When I confronted him, he didn't deny it. Instead, he told me how remorseful he'd been ever since that betrayal. After losing touch with me, his life spiraled out of control. He dropped out of college, lost his family's trust, and ended up working odd jobs to survive. Saving me wasn't just coincidence, it was redemption. He wanted to make amends, even if it meant walking away afterward. Well,
after hearing his story, I didn't know what to say. Part of me wanted to hold on to the anger, but another part understood how much pain he'd endured. In the end, I chose forgiveness, not because he deserved it, but because holding on to resentment was poisoning me too. We parted ways, promising never to meet again, but I'll always remember the lesson I learned that day. Sometimes life is full of surprises, isn't it? Just when you think you've moved on, the past comes knocking. But instead of letting it destroy you, use it as an opportunity to grow. Because in the end, forgiveness isn't about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of bitterness.